Hello, this is Grandmaster Hans Niemann back, and in this chapter we're going to be covering one of the main chapters, the move 3c6. Now, this is going to be the shortest video and the shortest chapter by a long shot, because after d5, bishop f4, c6, basically every single thing here transposes. After the move f3, let's see the transpositions. Bishop f5 transposes to 3, bishop f5, for example, bishop f5, e3, now c6. So c6, e3, g6, for example, transposes to g6, e3, c6. So the only other move within c6, e3 that we can consider is e6. So this is going to be a short one. Oh my God, it's going to be a fun one because I'm snorting just because I'm such a happy person that I set up the entire course to make this super simple. So here after e6, we're going to play a3, and we're going to shut down any bishop b4 ideas. We're going to take full advantage of our opponent's waste of time. After bishop d6, we're going to play queen to f3, again reinforcing the f4 bishop. And let's say they try to play c5. We have quite a nice idea, takes, and g4 here. We're going to push, and then we're ready to play queen to g3. e4, knight c6 castles. The point is after castles, g5, knight d6, we play queen e3, and we're just going to go for a very direct attack. I'll show a few more moves here, although I did end up, let's say bishop d7, knight f3, rook c8, bishop d3. And we're not really under any direct attack. We're pretty solid. If the knight ever goes to a5, we can enter to e5. The knight on e8 is really bad, right? Whereas you're going to go c7 to a8 to b6, c7 to a6 to b4. Again, we're just going to go h4, h5, g6, and h6. So we have very, very natural play. In regards to sort of deviations, again, bishop takes f4 wouldn't make much sense, right? Because how are you going to support c5? After c5 takes, g4, again, you could play perhaps knight c6 first, but then even knight b5, you could even castle first and transposing after takes, cd, ed. So here, there's not really much opportunity for opponents to switch up, right? Like, maybe bishop b7 could be considered, but here we can just continue with our normal plan with sort of knight f3. And if they ever go c5, we can play knight b5. Again, like h3, bishop b2, or bishop d3 and castles. Again, this is not like a critical variation, and the video for this is going to be painfully short. But I sort of set up the entire chapter to sort of let's say in this chapter, I covered this position here. That would just sort of make things so much more confusing because you'd have to really mentally by me putting bishop f5. e3, c6, all, and every position with bishop f5 or every position with g6 all into one place, you'd learn all of the thematic ideas at once, which would just be much better for it resonating. So the move c6, right, you don't need to pay much attention to this, only other to e6, which is just sort of an outlier. And then you play a3 and you play normal chess. You have the same developmental ideas, right? You just need to remember if they go bishop d6, it's important to play queen f3, to again keep control of the h2 b8 diagonal. And after c5, you take in g4, and you go for this idea, right? Again, the knight, might ask why not knight to d7. Same idea applies. Queen e3, knight f3, bishop d3, and all trains aboard. The steamroll train is leaving the station. So yeah, I guess this was never meant to be a huge chapter, probably a short video. But anyways, thank you guys for watching this video anyways. I hope you enjoyed this chapter, although it was short, but I'm sure it was sweet. Thankfully, this chapter was able to be condensed just because of all the transpositions that happened in the amazing Job of London. So thanks for watching, and I'm looking forward to the next chapters.